to our Monster Ball home edition. What we're going to be doing today is I'm going to show you how we can set up our home edition. Usually we play Monster Ball in this big open space, but I know not many people will be able to get outside for the next week or so, so we're going to be showing you a smaller version of it that you can set up at home. So usually when we play Monster Ball at school, we've got a big Swiss ball that is our Monster Ball in the middle. If you don't have a Swiss ball at home, you can use a netball, a soccer ball, a softball, anything that's going to be able to roll in the middle, and we start with that in the middle of our boundary. Now this boundary is obviously a little bit smaller than what we play with, but we'll still get to practice the two main skills today, and that is our underarm throw and our overarm throw. Our overarm throw, we're looking at pointing, having our arm back and stepping through to create that power with our throw. So we'll get to be able to create our power and our accuracy with this. Very simply, if I was going to play by myself, we'd start with the ball in the middle. We'll say today we'll have the Swiss ball as the Monster Ball, and over here I've got a few things that we can set up. I brought along the skipping rope because we could use that as a boundary line if we want. Okay, otherwise if you've got a few cones or a few things just to show where the boundary is. You can use a softball, you can use a beanbag, you can use a tennis ball, you can use a missile to throw with it, or you can use any soft toys. Before you play this game, you just need to make sure that we don't have any breakables around, because the ball will move around and it will go flying a bit. So welcome to single player home edition of Monster Ball. The aim of the game for a single player edition is to throw the ball and count how many times it takes to throw the ball and get the Monster Ball over the other boundary. Now this boundary line might actually be your bedroom or your room or your garage, wherever you found your space where there's no breakables that you can use. So I'm going to throw and work on our 3 points. Pointing, ball back and stepping when we throw, so we can create that power through the hips. So we're looking like this and throwing. Okay, that's one throw. After you throw, you go get the ball, pick it up, and needs to get across that line. So I'll be on my second throw, and it's gone over the line, so that would be 2 throws. We're going to have competition. So if I've got a brother or sister or parent that wants to play with me, we can play against each other. So I've got my daughter Ruby and my other daughter Sienna that's going to practice as well. They're going to play with me today, so you can have up to 4 or 5, however many people you have in your household staying with at home to play the game. So I might have Ruby and Sienna verse me on one side and I'll jump on the other. So if you guys stay there, I'll stay on this side, the monster's in the middle. Now if we're playing a team game, it means that if the ball crosses that line, the monster eats that team. Okay, if we had a few... Well, if they hit the ball and the monster crosses this line, the monster will eat this team. Now, if we had more players, we could have a player on that side of the boundary and that side of the boundary, and we'd all have a throw each. Today we're going to practice their throwing with the arms back and throwing forward, and we're going to see how it goes. Okay, ready? Set. Go. So after you throw, you go get the ball. Okay, so that's the team version challenge of Monster Ball. If you want to challenge yourself and you want to change it up to use sports-specific skills, you could always use a netball to throw at the Monster Ball. You could use a tennis racket to serve at the Monster Ball. You could practice a spike against the Monster Ball to get the ball moving. You could use a soccer ball and have a soccer edition where you're using your soccer skills to kick the ball and try and knock the monster ball out. Okay, just a few different variations to make it a bit of fun and make it more sports specific to the games that you like to play.